What's up everybody, Thomas here. Today I'm back working on my 1985 Merkur XR4Ti with the 2.3 liter turbo. So last time I had it running and now it got cold out. It's been like 2 weeks since. So it's gotten cold, so I think it's an ignition issue. So what I'm gonna do is I got a bunch of new parts. So first I'm gonna replace the wires. We'll try starting it then, and then I'm gonna replace the plugs, then we'll try it. I also got a new ignition coil and a new distributor cap, so we'll try those as well. I did some testing and the ignition coil is under spec, so and the plug wires, I don't know, whomever had them on last kind of mangled them, and I think they're meant for like a different vehicle. So I'll replace those, and I will replace the ignition coil, and then we will try the other stuff. So yeah, so let's get right to it. So I'm gonna start by replacing the wires. I got new wires here, number 4. This one's number 1. No, and first I'll put some dielectric grease on there as well. Throw some dielectric grease on. Just throw some of that in the hole. Throw some of that in the hole. There we go. I'll slap that on. Slapped. Let me get these wires. I'll add some dielectric grease to the centers. This is number. In the hole. Perfect. Oh, shoot. In the hole. There we go. Make sure everything's installed properly. Yep. So here it is. Here's the new wires. Come over the engine like so. There's the distributor, or the ignition coil and distributor down there. And yeah, so here, let's try it. Here we go. Fortunately, it did not work. So now we're going to install the new ignition coil. So let me disconnect the battery again. There we go. So now the ignition coil is over on that side of the vehicle, over there. So I'll pull it out, get some vision. 4 bolts. Looks like it's just 4 small bolts. I'll disconnect it. Disconnect that. I get something to kind of pry that off with. So there's 4 bolts holding it in. It's a 7/32 size. So I'll take those out now. Alrighty, it is off. Old coil is out, and we will slap in the new one right now. Let's see. So here we are. Goes in just like this, and it sits mounted here. I'll show you in a second once I get it in. Alright, so here it is, it's all hooked up again. Yes, there it is with the blue attached to it there. That's it. So now let's try starting it again. Well, not quite yet. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and try replace the spark plugs. See if they're maybe causing an issue. So I'll disconnect them. That's number one. Alright, so this plug is out. It's pretty carbon fouled. So now I have new spark plugs. 4 new ones to go in. Almost the exact same. Basically, yes, they're exact same. These ones are a tad bit different. They have a shorter thread length and these ones have a longer thread length. Not sure if that matters, but I guess we'll find out. So these ones are SP. Anyways, I guess we'll thread in this new one. It's out. As you can see, it's also quite black and carbon fouled. So take that one out. Put in a new. Oh, there's a spider in number 4. You're not really supposed to do that with spark plugs. You're not supposed to drop them. Anyways, it looks okay. There, cleaned off. It's fixed. All right, here we go again. Let's try this one more time. Well, unfortunately, it did not start. So, yeah, this it's kind of getting a bit too dark out. I don't know if we can really see anything. Not really. So we're just gonna leave it for now. I think we have to move it, but yeah. Well, we got it started. The whole issue was bad gas in it, so yeah, we'll have to fix that. But at least it runs a lot nicer now that it got all the new stuff in it. And yeah, so that's good. And we'll have to put some new gas. We'll have to run the old gas out of it and then put some new gas in.